Everybody, in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Tommy Gun by The Clash. It's off of the Give 'Em Enough Rope record. And before we begin, remember to like this video and to subscribe on YouTube. I'll be posting new videos every week. And here we go. Alright, so this song's really cool. It starts out in the key of E, and there's not a lot of chords in the way I'm going to show you how to play it. The way I show you is going to be kind of a hybrid between what Joe Strummer and Mick Jones are playing, because when you're listening to the record, you can kind of hear each guitar is a little bit separate, but sometimes one gets louder than the other. And so I'm going to try and play one part with a combination of both of their parts, so it's kind of the more prominent guitar at each part. But that being said, these are two parts, so there's different things that I'm not going to exactly cover, just to keep it short. So the song starts out in E, and there's basically that really cool drum fill, and then it just goes like this, with an E power chord at the 7th fret on the A string. And then there's this kind of notey lead type thing that is played over the top of the verse, and it goes. That's the first part. So you're basically going to start out in the 2nd fret of the G string, and then you're going to do that slide up from the 4th to the 6th. And then the next part, you're going to be starting in the same position. Since it's kind of an interesting scale, I like to use my pinky on the 7th fret of the D string, and that's going to put your index finger in a good spot to hit that 4th fret of the G string. So I'll play this next part. Alright, so one more time. I'll play it real slow. One more time with my pinky. And so again, that's kind of a hybrid of what Mick and Joe are playing for the lead on that part. Then the next part, it's going to do these kind of bends. And one guitar is going to be playing at the 4th fret of the G string, and you're just going to play it at the 4th fret. And then there's a bend. So again. And then the other guitar, which gets louder in other parts of the song, is just going to be playing at the 12th fret of the B string. So one more time with the first guitars playing. And then after that, it goes into that really cool, that very clashy sounding thing, part that is going to be played at the 12th fret of the E string. What you want to do is these are very sharp notes, so you want to kind of push your finger down and lift up in the dead space. So I don't know if you can see my ring finger, but I'm kind of lifting up in the dead space so that it kind of cuts that note off and doesn't let it hang. And then you're just going to go down to the 9th fret at the end. And that's something like The Clash uses in a lot of songs. It's really cool sounding, really cuts through. So one more time. And another thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and mute all the other strings. with the palm of my hand, so that only the high E string's playing. You want to mute the rest of the strings so you don't get a lot of noise, because otherwise it won't cut through as much. So then after that part, you're going to play the 12th fret on the high E string, and then this little phrasing. Again, it's... One more time. Then there's going to be a key shift. It's going to go to B. The rest of the song is in E. It's going to go to B, and you're just going to play that same notey thing that you were playing on the E string, but you're going to play it on the B string. And so that's the exact same phrasing, just on the B string. Then we're going to go to the outro, which is this cool it's like a combined part. So you're going to do these like harmonics chords. So it's just like a power chord, except you're going to skip the middle note. So we're going to start on the 9th fret with our index finger on the 9th fret of the A string. And then our ring finger is going to be on the 11th fret of the G string. And then we're going to mute the D string with our index finger so that only these two notes are played. So the bottom and the top note are played, but the middle string is muted. Okay? So we're going to play this descending pattern. Slowly. And then at the very end of the song, there's that drum part again, and then you're just going to finish up with a double B chord. And that's pretty much it for the song. Like I said, there's two guitars, two basically what would be considered lead guitars in it. I tried to show you, the best of both parts, the parts that really cut through on the song, so you can kind of play like a hybrid, like as one part. And again, if you like this lesson, remember to like this on YouTube and to subscribe. I'll be posting new videos every week, and I'll see you guys next time.